All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarapis said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarapis said YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you feel in that frequency and energy, you should most definitely become a member. The link is right down in the video description. Says join. Click that link. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence at the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunseti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, and hoodies for the kings, queens, and the children, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. That's right, family. KingSeti.com, 25% off selected items at this time. Save and shop. Shop and save. KingSeti.com. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. SETI University, over 1,200 videos of nothing but pure heat and fire presented by General SETI himself, plus supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers, documentaries, lectures, all type of book lists, plus an overview from the general on the Grandmasters, giving you 360 degrees of supreme African knowledge and wisdom that cannot be compared to by no other website on the planet. That's right, family. GeneralSeti.com. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. That's right, dropping nuclear bombs right there on Patreon. Too raw for YouTube. When we got to turn up and we got to put that hot sauce on it, we come over to Patreon. You need to become a patron today. We got tiers for everybody. We got tiers you gonna eat. You know, it's already waiting on you when you get over there. We got the spiritual divine black divinity meal waiting on you. I know you're hungry. We know you're thirsty. Go on over there. We got something for you right now. Whatever tier you sign up, we got food waiting on you soon as you get there. So become a patron today. All my family out there donated to the general, I want to say I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you for appreciating me. Any of the family that want to donate to the cause and production of General SETI, keeping the general on the battlefield. The link is right in the video description, is in the chat room, and I thank you ahead of time. You feel me? Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King SETI, General SETI, Sarah SETI. Rock that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You'll be up out of there. Okay? All right. Let's deal with it today. We're talking about the similarities between the birth of Jesus and the birth of Zeus. See, we keep saying what this is. And I say, well, let's look into it. Let's look into it. The key similarities that just can't get, we just can't get away from. Nah, the fact that two major deities, got the same pronunciation, vernacular. One Zeus, the other one Jesus. Jesus. Okay? That's like a serious goddamn red flag. It is. It's not as if it's two deities 2,000 miles away. Both of these deities originated in Rome. Okay? In that area of Rome. Zeus was actually the religion previous. So it ain't even like it's really and matter of fact, probably existed at the same time. Serapis Christos. Yeah. Serapis Christos. We talking about Ptolemy. What's his name? He had two of them in his name. Epiphany. He had epiphany in his name too. Eucharisto. So his motherfucking name was Ptolemy. Epiphany. Eucharisto. This motherfucker had the whole name. I say, wait a minute, man. What kind of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit is this, man? Is y'all looking at this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, man, that's the wrong one. Oh, it might be under this one. Hold on. Let me see. I got to hunt his ass down. I got to hunt him down. I know I got him in here. It might be under this other one, this Christianity. Hold on. Yeah, let me break this down. Went right on in. Okay. But I want to get the let me get this. Here you go. Here you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Yeah, let's go to work. Watch this. Watch this. Let's go to work. Yeah. Nah. This is the Ptolemy. This is the wait a minute. Let me get Ptolemy here. Let me get Ptolemy. What old Ptolemy? This is the first Ptolemy. Here he is. That's Soter. Soter means savior. You see, Soter means savior. And we're going to get to Zeus. You know, we're going to get to Zeus and the similarities between, but see, this is where it came. This is when the Ptolemies came into Egypt. You see, he ruled, the first one ruled from 323 to 228. You see, Ptolemy first Soter, you know, Soter, which is savior. And see, his image, he was the one that, you know, embodied Sarapis, you see, which later became Jesus. So this is how, you know, because Sarapis was the savior. Sarapis was an image, a deity, a composite created to embody Ptolemy Soter. You see, they created this deity, and he's supposedly Sarapis. And this is how, and Sarapis became Jesus. Now his name is actually Sarapis Zeus. You see, he's Sarapis Zeus. We got to make the full connection. Sarapis Zeus. This is where you get Jesus, Sarapis Jesus, Jesus, the Savior. It all go back to him and his family. Now, I believe this is his great grandson. I believe this is the fifth. This Ptolemy the fifth, Epiphanes, Eucharistos. Two of the major goddamn occurrences in Christianity. The Epiphany, and the Epiphany is when Christ is in the manger. And the three wise men come to, they say this is when the Christ made himself known to the Gentiles. So this is called the Epiphany. I believe it's on January the 6th. Look it up. So you got Soter, Savior, you got the Epiphany, and you got the Eucharist. And the Eucharist is the Mass. The Eucharist is the Mass. When you take this blood and take this bread. This is my body. You see what I'm saying? The Eucharist. The Eucharist. I believe the Eucharist is it might be, I don't know if it's the whole of the taking the bread, or is it just the cup? But I believe the Eucharist. But in that, that's right, Sarapis Eucharistos. Sarapis Eucharist. You exactly right. So this is where this is coming from. This is where this coming from. And you see, this deity is Sarapis Zeus. And this is where you get to, and it evolved later down into what you know of as Jesus today. Okay, that's one aspect of it. So even when we talk about a composite, you see right there, you got Sarapis is in there. Sarapis is also in there as Jesus. You see, so you got Saturn, you got Sarapis Zeus, you can put they all Serapises. That's just a coin word now for any created creature, deity, white deity. That just we just call them or any foreign deity. That's just my definition for that shit now. Just Sarapis, man. That nigga, that's a Sarapis. Nigga, get that Sarapis up out of here. Yeah, and so. You see, you got Sarapis now. When you look at many of the images of all these deities, it's just hard to not see it's really one deity that they using over and over and over again. Here's Sarapis to the left. Here's Sarapis to the right. Which one is Sarapis? Them motherfuckers look like twins. That look like one is Sarapis and the other one is Jesus. Okay? I mean, God is supposed to be, nothing should be similar. He should be so empowered of just all shocking, all inspiring greatness that nothing can compare to him. But yet and still, all these goddamn deities look the same. Yeah, all of them look the same. Now let me. Now we got to do this. We got to do this. You can't tell one from the other. One supposed to be Jupiter, one supposed to be goddamn Poseidon. You see, which one is which? They're Gandalf. Anytime your god look like Gandalf, throw in the towel. It's over. Tap, nigga. You're done for. You understand what I'm saying? Why all these Western gods look like old ass white men, dusty, rusty ass white men? Look like they got fleas and shit and ticks leaping around in their beards and shit. What the kind of shit is this? Look at this. Look at this right here. When anytime this is, we just talking about it. Anytime your God look like John Lennon, throw in the towel. Tap out, nigga. Just stop. Just give spirituality a break for a minute. Give religion a break. Listen to me. If your God look like John Dope Fiend Lennon, shit. Man, look here. Fast on religion. Fast on spirituality. Have a fast. And stop abruptly anything. Stop abruptly. Any ceremonies, any goddamn, just stop abruptly. And start spiritually fasting on everything. You done fucked up. You done fucked up. Shit, nobody had to tell you this. They shouldn't. This is not no, just knowledge that a nigga can't, see in his mind. Some knowledge you might have to work with a nigga. They, they didn't fuck with the DNA. And we talk about gene editing. I am doing some series over on Patreon on gene editing. I'm gonna be touching down on that today too. You see, some of these niggas been edited. They've been edited. They didn't went in these niggas and they didn't took the gene of logical thought and all that's gone. They didn't put a goddamn gene drive in these niggas. And it is eating up all the logical, and believe me, they could do this shit. You niggas better watch out. Letting them put anything in your body, nigga. They gonna change your ass from the inside out. You ain't gonna even know who the fuck you is if you keep letting them get in you. You see what I'm saying? But they didn't went up in there and they didn't edit it, niggas, and they didn't took the logical thought, a chromosome, a gene out of your ass. And so you can't talk to no nigga like that. You got to know, you must know when a nigga cannot be helped. You have to have the skills in that. Please save yourself some time. So you see here, even when you talk about Moses, how they keep it standard, they do not change. You see, even in the image of Saturn, Sarapis. In the image, because Saturn was first, but Sarapis is the coin word of any fictional white deity. All of them is fictional. All fictional white deities are called Sarapises, male and female, Sarapises. And so Moses came in the image of Sarapis. They didn't change. You got the one they call Muhammad. Yeah, he faceless. You know why he faceless? Because people tired of seeing Sarapis. So they hide his face because they gonna say, man, that's the same motherfucker we just saw, nigga. Don't come trying to fool us. That's Sarapis. So they say, oh, these niggas looking for Sarapises. Let's put a veil over his face. But soon as you pull that veil up, you know what you're gonna see? Sarapis. That's all. Muhammad is the veil Sarapis. You see, he's the veil Sarapis. So don't be confused about that. When they do show Muhammad, okay, he looked just like Jesus with a turban on his head. That's all. Just look just like Jesus with a turban on his head. No different. No different. Now, I don't know what he did with them eyebrows and shit, but it ain't looking right. They be fucking, they be on some crazy shit. And motherfucking eyebrows don't look, that don't look too manly, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's deal with that. Yeah, let's deal with that. The faceless. But let's get to the similarities between, okay. Let me see. Might got a few down in here, but if not, I'm going to go over here to this next one. Let me go over here to this next one. Yeah, that nigga eyebrows ain't right. What that all about, man? What that all about, man? Okay. Well, you know what? It might be with the pain. Let me see. Oh, what that is. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to freestyle. Shit. Y'all know all the parts. Y'all know all the parts of the story. Y'all ain't gonna be confused about this. Nah, let me just deal with it like this. The major similarities, and like I say, these is composites, is just here. When you talk about the birth of Jesus and the birth of Zeus, this is key that you understand. We already understanding that they got the same damn name. Just let's throw in the towel on that. They got the same name. You see, and the language in which they speak it. I know it's in Spanish. I don't know. I believe it's in Portuguese where they say Jesus. Now, what must be clear is that Spanish is a romantic language. So it goes back to Rome. That's where it comes from. It comes out of Latin. So it ain't like this is some language way on the other side of it, and it very well may be a coincidence. Not true. Spanish is a romantic language. It come out of Rome. So you don't lose, you can't use that excuse. And so they got the same vernacular, the same pronunciation in languages, pronounced just the same. Okay. Now, the birth of both Jesus and Zeus. Now we understand that Kronos is the father of Zeus, and that this sick psychopathic deity is eating all of his children. Okay, all the siblings of Zeus. Zeus' mother, Rhea, when Kronos asked for Zeus, his mother come with a stone wrapped up in swaddling. And so this is the same manifestation that you see baby Jesus wrapped up in swaddling. Okay? Now, what you have to understand in the mysteries, when you see, because you got to understand that Jesus is an anthropomorphic dress up of some science that's deeper, far deeper than anything of a physical Jesus. That's just, like a costume. That's costume. That don't mean shit. You will find the same principle in another culture with another costume on it. So the anthropomorphic image is not real. It's a costume to illustrate it in an earthly manner. You see, dance it out with as a play. Create characters and embody the knowledge in the characters and work it out in a play so you can see the concept play out in front of your eyes, so you can see how in a story, through the actions of these characters, that it could lead to the moral concept at the end. The characters don't goddamn exist. Okay? So when you see the baby Jesus in the swaddling, in the mysteries, that's a shroud, a blanket, a veil, a shroud, a hood. See, these are all things to let you know that there's a mystery. There's something encrypted here. It's time to dig deeper. There's something, and be real now, because it get, not only will they put one veil on it, they'll put two. They'll put three veils. You understand? They say, okay, these niggas might, a mediocre nigga might get past the first veil. But then that second veil become a motherfucker. You see, and then the third veil. And it very well might be a fourth and a fifth. Ain't no telling how many veils it could be. But understand, when you see certain symbols, it's letting you know, for the mind that's been trained, that there's something else. And so when you look at both, matter of fact, let me show you. But matter of fact, it's probably under the Thanksgiving. It's probably, let me see if it's under this one. Okay, boom. Let me grab it. You know what? Let me see. Okay. Well, let me just show this one. I'll just go in here and get it. I might have to straighten that up for real. I'll just go and grab it right off the internet. I'll just go right on in and grab it. Okay, here we go. Let me grab this. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can get one bigger. That's better. Let me see if they're gonna let me get it. Cause sometimes they don't want you to get the image. They'll try to fight you, and then I had to take a picture of that motherfucker. Let me see. Okay, there you go, right there. Okay. Now let me see if I can get Jesus. Okay. And I'm gonna just do this one for right now. Excuse me for putting all these Cro-Magnon pagans on this motherfucker, man. But shit, this the only way I can do this shit. I got to wake you up. Okay, here we go. Now, this is one of the, clear similarities. Let me get this in here. Let me get this in here. So y'all can see. And y'all just had to go do the research. Now, you see right here, Jesus as a child is always depicted in swaddling. And again, you have to understand, again, when I say anthropomorphic, the image of the child is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? Many aspects of it, once you understand the solar mythos and shit, you understand it's the son in his infancy. Wrapped in swaddling mean it's a mystery system that there are certain ceremonies and rites that are afforded that cosmological connection. And many times, yes, they do have an anthropomorphic veneration, celebration of certain returning of stars and this, that, and they're celebrated. And so, yes, they have a cosmic celebration and they have an anthropomorphic celebration at the same time. But understanding that the anthropomorphic is a dress up, the cosmological, it's a dress up. So when you see Rhea handing over the stone wrapped in swaddling, you see what I'm saying? You see that there is a commonality between Jesus and Zeus, not just in that, because as Kronos eats his children in the story of Jesus, Kronos is Herod. That's who he is, who's commanding all the Hebrew children, boys under 2, be executed. He's eating the children. At that point. You see? Now, when it is known, when Kronos is looking for Zeus, the last of his siblings, and that Herod is looking for Jesus, both of them fled. Zeus, his mother, Rhea, took him to the island of Crete. He went to the island of Crete, and Jesus ran into Egypt. Okay? And really both of their ministries is when and Zeus stayed on the island of Crete until he was strong enough to defeat Kronos. He stayed hid until that time. And so Jesus, he goes from 12 to damn near 33, 30, something up in that area. And so his ministry, both ministries of Zeus and Jesus, is when they had reached full adulthood. And there's many more similarities in Greek around Jesus. It's crazy. I'm just going to do one just on that. All the composite deities, Bacchus with the wine. They show Jesus, the wine, he got grapes and shit, and grapes with the Eucharist, and knowing that these are symbols of Bacchus, and it's many other deities that there's in many other prophets. These are composite individuals. These goddamn prophets is composite individuals, makeup of 3 and 4 other deities that they embellish in this particular prophet, or whether it's Elijah, who goes up on a chariot of fire, just like they show Helios. They show Helios in a chariot of fire. All these things, nothing original about that. Nothing, no originality at all. See, so family, I want to thank you for being here today. Why did I do this one? Because whatever you say, you think, you believe in, you better check into that shit twice. You better do it again and be clear to yourself that the information that you believe in is the truth. If not, make the change. This is General Sarapis saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Thank you, Ray. Black Power.